Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in.
Hello, everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. With that, let's get out to venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Standing by with the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from Soldier Field. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback who grew up just outside of Cleveland on Lake Erie, Mitchell Trubisky. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On first down, Trubisky hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Trey Burton. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. Cousins now to throw on first down. That'll be complete to Cook. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. On 2nd and 12, Cousins digs with a good footwork. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Cousins. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
I know the debate always rages about whether you want to be in man coverage or zone coverage versus slant routes, and there's pros and cons either way, but a big pro to being in zone versus the slant. If you don't backpedal and you read it right away, you can see it the whole time because the quarterback, through his eyes, when he gets ready to throw it, you just react and go right to the football. And on that play, got there and batted it away.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. A first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
After a play like that, everyone on defense has got to go to the defensive line and give them their kudos. They destroyed everything inside. No place for the runner to go with the ball.
So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. Bailey's kick is good, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry now for David Montgomery. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Harrison Smith is a player I love to watch. Whether he's ranging deep as a free safety or near the line of scrimmage where he makes more plays, keep your eyes on him.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now Trubisky on 1st down. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Trubisky now off the bootleg, out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a 1st.
Oh, yes, this is what the good ones do. He used his legs to buy a little bit more time rolling to his left, and at one point, he flipped the switch from passer to runner, and he got a pretty good gain out of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Check 99.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On second down, Montgomery. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Mike, 180. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
Set up. 180. Mike, spot 4. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On second down, it's Montgomery. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
That's complete to the tight end, Broniker. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They come out here in the eye. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They try again with Montgomery. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Trubisky will throw. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bears have taken the lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it was all capped off by Mitchell Trubisky's touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, watch the slant.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Khalil Mack came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here comes Cohen. 51 yards on the punt there. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. If they can't come up with something here, they're looking at a quick 3 and out.
Well, guess what? You get the ball in the hands of your best player to his favorite play and try and salvage something out of this drive. Now, of course, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're thinking the exact same thing. So they better provide him some help on this one.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a 1st down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the run, watch the run.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cousins gives way to Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. That was off kilter. Offense up front, everyone was just kind of out of sync.
Well, from my perspective, that certainly looked like the defense just destroyed that play, absolutely just took it over.
All right, so I'm going to revamp what I said. The defense was in sync. How about that?
Oh, I like that one.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And the catch made by Johnson. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Here we go.
On 1st down, Cohen. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
180. 54, Mike. If you don't get this one, you think you're going to get this?
On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
Linval Joseph on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Allen Robinson. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They start the drive with Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a run with Cook. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
It's a gain
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Cousins now from the 50. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leonard Floyd able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Cousins. It's caught. Smith. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Third and long for Cousins. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why, looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
On the draw, this is Cohen. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Trubisky. Rumbling past the 30. He's got Burton here. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Trubisky now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. From the 35 on second down, Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, first and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 46-yard line.
180! 154! And tight.
To throw on second and 6. Trubisky dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Brings up third and 3.
The Bears on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time it's third and 3.
Check 31, check 31.
From the shotgun is Trubisky, and that will be incomplete.
Trubisky's pass incomplete. Intended for Taylor Gabriel. It's now fourth down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And I'm not going to say you completely abandon the passing game, but it would really behoove them to get this running game going more.
That's the identity most teams are seeking. Able to establish themselves, control the game by running it, have to touch it multiple times in order to have success in this game.
As we say, yeah, that's right. As we say all the time, that sets up the passing game. I feel like a broken record with that.
Listen, we could be broken records all we want. Bottom line is, lather up that big horse and let him run.
At the 23-yard line.
Now second and 7 from the 23. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
Mike. Let's go.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A first down from Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, try to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try to throw now. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Cousins throw complete to Thielen. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bears' 37-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing is Cousins, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Cook, and he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 2nd down.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. You got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Cousins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Mitchell Trubisky and the Bears set to begin their next drive. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Taylor Gabriel. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 3rd and short. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has the look of a game that could very well go down to the wire. Just 1 point separating these two clubs at the break. But they're ready for the second half, and we are too. As we'll kick it right back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Cousins now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Again, it's Cook. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Cousins toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Again, it's Cohen. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Anthony Barr brought him down. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Get up! 180! Check. Watch 54. Bound to lose one.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. On the move to his left. He may try and run for this. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
180! Hey, pick your game up.
First down, a run with Cohen. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10.
Here we go.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Being strong up the middle is imperative. I don't care what your sport, but in football, when you've got a D tackle who can contribute not only to occupying bodies, but also making plays on the ball carrier, that's when you have the cornerstone of a solid run defense.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 15-yard touchdown grab as the Bears push further out in front.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there out of Cook. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Play action now. Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Goes right side, and he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Run coverage, excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Mike 54. Yeah. Mike 54.
Trubisky will throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Now, that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Come get some. He don't want it.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And an alley to run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow, he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Montgomery, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Play action. Now Trubisky. Then the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now Trubisky. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 54 yards away. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter. So it's his second miss of the game. They both hurt. This one especially so.
Yeah, you've got a chance to give your guys a second-half lead, and they're counting on you to put them in front. And I tell you, there's no one more disappointed than he is that he let his guys down.
Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They run again on first down. Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. On second down now, it's Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 plays in a row there where the defense just annihilates the running game.
Yeah, they feel pretty good about themselves right now, don't they? I can guarantee you in that huddle, man, we've got them on the run. They can't move the ball. And there's always one guy who says, hey, we might be getting set up for something. Make sure you loosen up a little bit and look for the big shot.
Yeah, have to be ready here in pass protection on third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Dan Bailey for the Viking field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there'll be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. false start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 14.
Stop! 180! Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, let's get this, get this! Stop!
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And he completes it to Cohen. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run. Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
On the carry, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce and might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just check it.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
He was brought down by Everson Griffin. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
Watch it by. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now Trubisky to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Broniker. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Trubisky now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action. Trubisky nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Linval Joseph able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our
Here's Trubisky to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Harrison Smith on the cover.
Nice hit, boy.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And the ball is knocked out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And some room to maneuver.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
The Vikings now heading onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cook. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Mannion with his first toss since coming in. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
This Bears defense trying to hold on. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 42 yards.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play?
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Trubisky. Rolling to his right. And an alley to run. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after them, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? space, and he takes off.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery, and he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
Let's go, D.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Trubisky, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Harrison Smith on the coverage.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery, and he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1. Throwing here, Trubisky. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. He'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Punching it in from a yard away. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that one, an 8-play drive, it spans 75 yards. And it was all capped off by Mitchell Trubisky's touchdown run. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm, You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Come on, set. 18, Gator. 59. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. He's dribbling.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Let's go.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Here we go. 90, Wolf.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Onto the field now come the Bears. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Throwing now is Trubisky. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their #1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Trubisky to throw. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a run with Montgomery, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
180. Check 55, Mike. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. On third down, a run with Cohen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They run, Montgomery. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.